Teacher Ivy, your online teacher in TLE. How are you today? Are you excited? Today, we're going to discuss about how to identify hazard and risk in the workplace, particularly in the kitchen. Are you ready? Come on! Welcome to Covida's Kitchen. What is a hazard? A hazard is a situation that has the potential to harm the health and safety of the people. Halimbawa, kapag tayo ay pupunta sa palengke, anong-anong mga bagay ang dapat natin isuot? First, kailangan natin magsuot ng face mask. Pangalawa, kailangan natin magsuot ng mahabang damit, katulad ng long sleeve. Bakit natin kailangan gawin to? Upang makaiwas tayo sa virus. Third, we should always bring alcohol and sanitizer. And the last one, observe social distancing. Just take a look at with the picture. It is one example of hazard. Why? Because it is a crowded places. What do you think will happen if we're not going to observe social distancing? Well, maaari tayong mahawahan ng virus. And that is what we call the risk. What is the difference between a hazard and a risk? A hazard is something that can cause harm. Example, electricity, chemicals, working up a ladder, noise, a keyboard, a bully at work, and then stress. What about the risk? It is the chance, high or low, that any hazard would actually cause somebody harm. Meaning to say, when we say hazard, anything that can cause harm. In other way around, the risk, how great the chance that someone will be harmed by the hazard. Example, kapag tayo nakakita ng knife on the top of the table, it is one example of the hazard. Now, kapag hindi tayo nag-ingat, what will happen? Maaari tayo magkaroon ng knife cuts and lacerations. Yun ang tinatawag nating risk. Let's analyze the picture. Class, is this a hazard? Yes, it is one example of hazard. Why? What do you think will happen kapag iniwan natin ang batang mag-isa sa kitchen? Just like what we have in the picture. Yes, maaari siyang mapaso at magkaroon ng burn or scald. Another, if the wet is floor, maaari siyang madulas or mag-slip. Or most probably, kapag meron mga sharp objects sa kitchen, maaari siyang masaktan. Right? That is why kailangan nating laging mag-ingat. Okay? Since you already know the difference between a hazard and a risk, let's have an activity. Are you ready? Can you spot the different hazards here in Covida's Kitchen? Okay, come on. What are the different hazards there? Correct, boiler. If it is on, kapag naka-open, maaari tayong masaktan. Another, very good, cooker. Another is fire, with the cat curled up in front of it. Generator in the garage, if it is working. The car, very good. Another, barbecue through the window, tama. And then the last, we have camping lantern on the kitchen cabinet. What will happen? Pag yan ay nahulog, maaari tayong masaktan. Just remember, slip, trip, and fall. Kailangan mag-ingat. Now, let's have another activity. But this time, you were going to give me the risk. Okay? 1. Kettle with hanging cord. What will happen? Okay, it will result to burner scald. Baton stove with handle sticking out. Okay, maaari din tayong mapaso. Another, sharp knives. What will be the result? Knife cuts or lacerations. Hot drink. Okay, burn or scald. Battle of bleach. Okay, very good. That is one example of chemical hazard. Poisoning. Skateboard. Okay, trip. Water spill on the floor. Okay, there is a tendency na mag-slip tayo. Another is oven. What will happen? There is a possibility na magkaroon tayo ng burner scald kapag hindi nag-ingat. And then the last, we have the open lower drawers. Maaring ma-chop yung fingers natin. There is a possibility na maipit tayo. Okay? So now, guys, let's identify the hazards in COVID's kitchen. This will be your last activity. Okay, go, go, go! What are the different hazards? Okay, one is faucet running. What will happen kapag iniwan nating bukas ang faucet? Yes, pwede mag-overflow ang tubig. Tama. Another, overloaded outlet. It can cause short circuit. Okay, another, spilled liquid on the floor. Yes, pwede tayong mag-sleep. Clutter. By the way, class, what do you mean by the word clutter? Yes, yung mga mess, yung mga medyo makalat on the floor. Okay. Black walk away. Yes, there is a tendency na maaari tayong mapatid. Another, oven door open. Yes. Oven door open. Correct. Maaari tayong mapasok, magkaroon ng burnt or scald. Very good. These are the different hazards that you can find in your kitchen. That is why, be careful, stay alert, and don't get hurt. Just like what we have this pandemic days. Kinakailangan nating mag-ingat para maiwasan natin ang virus. Remember guys, prevention is better than cure. What are the different steps in recognizing a hazard? First step, see it. What is unsafe? Always remember the word recognize. So in this step, you are going to recognize the hazard. Do you see hazards? Where is at risk? What are the signals? So in this step, you are going to identify. You are going to recognize the hazards. In this example, we have the knife. Knife is one example of hazard. Okay? First step, see it. Remember what is unsafe. The second step is think it. What could happen? In this step, you are going to evaluate the hazard. Since you already know the hazard, ano kaya ang pwedeng mangyari? What kind of injury? Is there unsafe action? Just like what we have in our example. Knife. Nakakita tayo ng knife on top of the table. What do you think will happen kapag tayo ay hindi nag-ingat? Okay, it can cause what? Knife cuts and lacerations. So again, what is the magic word? Evaluate. The second step is think it. The last step is do it. What will reduce danger? In this step, you are going to control the hazard in order to avoid risk. These are the questions. What can you do? How will you do it? Who should you talk to? This step eliminates, adds safeguard, and reduce danger. These are the safety precautionary measures that you're going to do in order to avoid risk. In our example, knife is one example of hazard. What will be the risk? Knife cuts or lacerations. How will you control it? Keep the knife black out of reach of children. And put the knife in the safe place where it won't get knocked over. Okay? Again, what are the different steps in recognizing a hazard? First, see it. Second, think it. And then the last step is do it. Guys, remember these 3 steps in order to avoid risk. That is why this pandemic days, there is a need to take care of ourselves, be careful, stay alert, and don't get hurt. Again, what are the different steps in recognizing a hazard? First, see it. What is the hashtag? Recognize. Second, think it. What is the hashtag? Evaluate. And the last we have, do it. What is the hashtag? Control. Again, this is Teacher Ivy, and always remember the word safety. Seek, aim, follow, ensure, teach, and heal. Safety. Bye everyone!